Hey, Chris Harbin is joining us from Penn State Barron, talking about the Family Business Conference. Welcome, Chris. It's nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you do at Barron.
So my regular day-to-day job is I'm a professor. I teach in the school business. I teach primarily strategy, but this is sort of an additional responsibility I have at Barron.
Yeah, the Family Business Conference itself, or?
Well, we have a Family Business Center that started about 5 years ago. So I'm the academic director there. So a lot of my responsibilities with that have to do with programming for the center, helping our members find out new information and keeping them connected to other interesting pieces of information that they need to know. The conference was something that I started last year. We had been talking about doing it for a little while. I had been to one at Harvard, and I came back. I said we could do this just as well as Harvard did, or better. And I think we have. Last year was the first year we did it. It was very popular. So now this year, we're hosting it at the Bayfront. Last year was at campus, so this year at the Bayfront Convention Center.
So you need more space. That's a good thing, right?
It's a good thing, but it's also an opportunity for us to really emphasize Erie. You know, I'm not natively from Erie, and I look at that. We're gonna highlight our campus as well, but the Bayfront's so beautiful.
It is.
It's nice to be able to bring people in from outside of the area to have them experience it.
So what kind of challenges do folks who are running a family business have compared to maybe other kind of small businesses?
Well, the joke I like to make a lot is the problem with family business is not usually the business. It's the family, the relationship. So all the normal struggles that a business would have, imagine that now wrapped with the family relationship bubble that you have to have. And sometimes it prevents family businesses from focusing as much on the business as they should. Sometimes it prevents family businesses from accepting ideas from the next gen because they remember when the next up and coming leaders were this big.
Right.
And they said, well, I ran this company and I'm going to keep it from you. I remember when you were in diapers. So there is just those things. And one of the biggest issues that we've seen is that a lot of family businesses think that they're in a silo. They think, well, my family business is different than everybody else's. My family is different than everyone else's, which is one of the reasons we created this conference, because what we found is when family businesses come together and they start sharing stories, they're like, oh yeah, it's the same thing I'm dealing with. Oh, you have an uncle that does the same thing as mine. And they start to be able to break down those notions of size, and they feel a lot more energized. People end up getting a lot more motivated to work together, and it's a great thing.
That's great to be able to share those ideas. Is there any truth to the whole generational thing? Like the first generation builds the business, the second runs it, and then the third usually has a lot of difficulty.
Well, and you're right. I mean, we see the hardest transition is usually between generation 2 and generation 3.
Yeah.
Because generation 2 was there watching the beginning.
Right.
And now generation 3 didn't experience that.
They
so the transition's tough.
Know it where it is.
Right.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons we started the center too, because what we're trying to have these family businesses do is ask questions before they're forced to. Now, a lot of times you get to Gen 3 and you're sitting there thinking, how do we do this? How do we start bringing up the next generation? How do we start involving more of the family? And if there's never those conversations been had, and all of a sudden now you have to because the patriarch or the matriarch of the business has passed away, has gotten sick, and now you have to, it's not the best time to be having those conversations.
Right. And then sometimes you're mixing in in-laws and lots of different parts to all of that with running a family business. So at the conference, there will be speakers, other types of information for everyone to enjoy. So,
and that's great that you bring that up, because the theme this year is just about what you were talking about, the succession. How do you succeed from one generation to the next? We have 4 keynote speakers, and each of them has had some sort of experience with this whole notion of succession. We have the first one is the CEO of Gutman Holdings, a big company here in Pennsylvania, energy company, and he had actually led that family business, about a 90-year-old family business, through a transition to an ESOP, which is an option that many family businesses that are sitting there thinking, what do I do in the future? I don't have many children to pass it on to, or the children I have aren't interested. This is a viable option.
Yeah, so interesting. This is all happening October 8th and 9th at the Bayfront Convention Center, as we said, to really show off Erie. How can you register so that your family business and your employees can be involved?
Easiest way is go to our website. It's familybusiness, all one word, .psu.edu. Familybusiness.psu.edu.
What are you most excited about for this conference coming up?
Oh, you know what? I'm really excited about all our speakers. There's so many different stories, and I could tell them all here, but I don't want to give it all away.
I love it. Okay, again, register at, what was that website one more time?
Familybusiness.psu.edu.
Chris, it's a pleasure having you on the Blue Couches today.
Thank you.
You're now an official Blue Couch guest. Take
Excellent.
your button.
I will put my button
Wear
on.
it proudly. Thanks, Chris. Nice to meet you.